Everyone keeps saying the same thing. All Shadcn websites look the same. And honestly, you could say that at first glance. But what if I told you that this is completely wrong? And today I want to prove that Shadcn can be unique and you can customize it in minutes. And I will show you exactly how. So let's talk about the main criticism. Every Shadcn site looks identical. If you scroll Twitter or GitHub, it kinda looks true. But here is the real problem. In most cases, it's just copy-pasting. They install Shadcn, drop the components, probably change the logo, and that's it. The components work out of the box, and that's actually the problem. There is no pressure to customize it, no real incentive. On top of that, CSS variables and theme tokens. A lot of people see this and say, yeah, I deal with this later. But here's my main point. Shadcn is not finished UI kit. It was never meant to be. It's just starting point, a foundation, something you are supposed to shape. And once you understand that, you can do whatever you want. Okay, let's build something. First question, why Shadcn at all? For me, it comes down to accessibility and performance. I've tried a lot of UI libraries and this is really matter. Shadcn headless, simple, everything lives in your code base and you only ship components you actually use, nothing extra. Okay, let's create a project. What's interesting is that in the latest Shadcn release, they introduced the thing called Create Project. With predefined configuration, you can run CLI and get components already customized directly to your repository. Let's create new project and we can see that right here in the Shadcn interface, you can choose the component library, Radix or base UI, the style, base color, theme, icon library, fonts, radius, and etc. Yeah, let me choose the base UI, the Nova style, let's stick to neutral, theme would be Indigo, then icon library Lucid, fonts, let's try something JetBrains, right? Then radius, I will choose even none, okay, and these things I will leave as it is. And yep, I agree it looks pretty basic, but I'm sure that it's gonna be evolve and become much more solid over time. However, a bit later in this video I will show you much more advanced customization setup. Let's quickly talk about dependencies. If you're familiar with Shadcn, you might already know that they used to Radix components, right? But right now we can see that we have base UI choice. So what is the base UI? Base UI is being developed by the same creator behind the Radix UI. And the main difference are explained in this post. Everyone asking about the difference between Radix and base UI, which is an upcoming headless UI library we have been working on. The most important on this behind base UI, there's a team that's going to keep working on it full time. And the goals of the project and the business behind it all align long term. Everything else follows. Expect the same attention to the API, DX, accessibility and performance. We're also getting a chance to revise it what we all learned from building and using Radix, correcting some of the mistakes that haven't had a chance to get fixes. Long-term, base UI will be completely with many more components. So based on this post, I would definitely pick base UI for the next projects. Also with Radix, you usually end up with quite few dependencies in your package JSON, right? But base UI is interesting because it's basically one dependency. Okay, let's create a project using the CLI. I'm gonna use Tanstack start, pnpm, copy. Okay, it's installed. And then let's go to the project itself and run it. Then let's run it locally. And here we go. We can see that we already got the components with customized theme. Before we move on, remember I said earlier that I have much more powerful way to customize the theme. The built-in customization is fine, but this is where things get really interesting. This is why we need TweakCN. The core idea of this tool is actually very simple. You don't start from the scratch. You get around 50 predefined themes, all completely with different vibes. Then you can pick the theme, for example Claude, as we can see right now on Twitter, or even make it randomly, right? And then only customize the parts you care about, right? Colors, typography, spacing, roundings, shadows, and etc. And you can see the demo demo components, you can test your config, right? The cards with charts, with calendar, with forms, right? Table, dashboard, mail, pricing cards, and it's lovely. And the best part, you can run your project locally. You can go to the custom tab, copy the script for Next.js uploads, pages, white remix. I'm using Tanstack so it's gonna be a bit different. I'm just gonna copy the script, open the code base, and inside the index row declaration, I open the scripts in the head and say the script, TweakCN script, and cross-origin anonymous, right? And when I pass the localhost 3000, my local project is running here, and this is lovely. So, and again, I can pick the different themes, apply to my project locally, right? Customize whatever I want, change the fonts, colors, radius, spacing, shadow, everything depends on me. And whenever I'm done here, I can click to the code and just copy the entire theme config. And that's really great. So as we have seen, the idea that all Shadcn sites look the same is totally myth. With tool like TweakCN, the real customization takes minutes, not hours. Thanks for watching this video. I will leave all the links down in the description, and I'll see you in the next one.